Everything you should know about BlackRock Crypto. A significant piece of fantastic news recently arrived in the Bitcoin realm. The world's largest financial management, BlackRock, announced intentions to allow its clients to invest in cryptocurrency. It also intends to develop a credit facility via which consumers can obtain loans with crypto assets as collateral. There is currently no set date for the launch of this service. However, the very fact that BlackRock wishes to enter the cryptocurrency market has far-reaching consequences. Let's go through all you need to know about BlackRock's cryptocurrency offerings. What exactly does BlackRock stand for? The largest investment manager in the world is BlackRock. It oversees assets worth more than $10 trillion in total. With the exception of the United States and China, this makes BlackRock larger than the GDP of every other country. BlackRock holds enormous control over the global financial system as a result of its massive size. One reason you may have never heard of BlackRock is that it mostly invests for institutional clients. Clients such as public pension schemes, endowments, and foundations fall into this category. BlackRock, on the other hand, provides consumer-facing products. Retail investors, for example, love its iShares exchange-traded funds. To say that BlackRock is one of the most influential firms in the world is an understatement. It owns a significant stake in nearly every major US firm, including Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. Because of these majority stakes, BlackRock has voting power in the majority of significant corporations. There is a revolving door between BlackRock and the federal government. Many former BlackRock workers move on to work for the federal government, and vice versa. The Federal Reserve and BlackRock have a tight relationship. In 2020, the Federal Reserve chose BlackRock to help clean up the economy. So, suffice it to say, BlackRock's entry into the crypto space could be a game changer for the industry. BlackRock is already experimenting with cryptocurrency. This is not BlackRock's first foray into the cryptocurrency space. In a few respects, BlackRock has already dipped its toes into the crypto world. MicroStrategy, a business infamous for hoarding Bitcoin. BlackRock holds a 16% stake. CME Bitcoin futures, trading of this investment product is permitted by BlackRock. Blockchain and Technology ETF, BlackRock revealed intentions to develop an ETF that will track blockchain-focused companies. The distinction is that BlackRock will now provide cryptocurrency services directly through its Aladdin platform. Asset, liability, debt, and derivative investment network is what Aladdin stands for. This is one of the world's most powerful and popular investment platforms. So, what do possible BlackRock crypto services imply for the broader cryptocurrency industry? What does BlackRock crypto signify for the industry? BlackRock crypto services could indicate that the cryptocurrency industry as a whole is set to get a facelift. Surprisingly, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink has reversed course with this announcement. Fink has long been opposed to cryptocurrency. He has even gone so far as to term Bitcoin a money laundering index. That was, however, 5 years ago. He seemed to be finally changing his tune. BlackRock is examining digital currencies, stablecoins, and the underlying technology to see how they can help us serve our clients, Fink wrote in a recent letter to shareholders. The confrontation between Russia and Ukraine can be traced back to Fink's change of heart. In the face of this conflict, Fink sees digital currencies as a means of simplifying international payments. He also feels that cryptocurrency has the potential to lower the cost of cross-border payments. Both of these are issues that BlackRock works with on a regular basis as a global asset manager. Putting a new face on cryptocurrency. Retail investors have dominated cryptocurrency investing up until now. The general population perceived cryptocurrencies to be a high-risk investment. Cryptocurrency enthusiasts were considered eccentric, if not insane. The industry as a whole has had a get-rich-quick or fly-by-night vibe to it. Cryptocurrency was also frequently linked to money laundering and other types of scams. With this BlackRock announcement, cryptocurrency's reputation could alter overnight. Suddenly, the world's largest asset manager will be extolling the virtues of cryptocurrency investment. It will launch new cryptocurrency products and services and make them available to customers. Traditional media outlets will almost certainly flip a 180 and begin repeating BlackRock's talking points. After all, if BlackRock is investing in crypto, it must be secure. Even more crucially, BlackRock's crypto offerings will compel its competitors to launch their own crypto products. They cannot simply fall behind as BlackRock advances into a new asset class. This will result in an influx of new cryptocurrency ETFs, mutual funds, and other products. Is there a money avalanche? All of this could result in an influx of institutional capital into the cryptocurrency business. I use the term avalanche because it's difficult to understand the amount of money that funds like BlackRock manage. Take into account the following: Jeff Bezos is already worth a staggering $192 billion. $192 billion is far more money than he could ever spend in a reasonable amount of time. Blackstone, with a market capitalization of $10 trillion, makes Jeff Bezos appear like a slacker. If BlackRock invested just 1% of its total portfolio in cryptocurrency, it would be worth approximately $100 billion. This is a larger investment than if Mark Zuckerberg sold all of his Facebook stock and used all of the proceeds to purchase Bitcoin. This does not even take into account the amount of money that could be raised through rival funds. Simply, the Bitcoin markets have never seen such a massive investment. It's easy to imagine crypto values skyrocketing if BlackRock crypto takes off. What are the potential hazards? It's tempting to become overly enthused at this stage. Remember, no formal announcements have been made by BlackRock. For the time being, it is only investigating whether or if cryptocurrency has any useful benefit for its clients. There is always the possibility that this answer will be negative. If that is the case, the inverse scenario is possible. A no from BlackRock might be devastating to the cryptocurrency's reputation. Many investors would interpret this as a signal to liquidate their positions. Investor funds would most certainly leave cryptocurrency, causing values to plummet.